Okay. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I am Amalia. So, as for the material I got from the book Susie Sigdon's entitled The Complete Presentation Skills Handbook with my peers Monalisa Ibrahim. Nah, in chapter 6, selecting your subject and organizing your information. Nah, the prescripting phase of preparing a presentation is where you have the chance to experiment. Obviously, you need to know what you are trying to advise and what the audience wants. But you still have the problem of how to make your presentation stand out. There is a few things to make notice of on this. The first, setting SMART objective. The bedrock of a good presentation is the material that you will cover. Too much and the people become confused. To do this, you need to set your objectives for the presentation clearly. Successful objective must be SMART, simple enough to be expressed in 1 or 2 short sentences, measurable by the success criteria you have set, achievable within the boundaries of what you can do, realistic in terms of your time, skills, and resources. And the last time. First thing, what you are actually trying to do with your presentation. It might be one or many of the following. There are selling, instruction, introduction, image making, providing a choice, persuading, scan setting, to match, updating, information cascading, giving a good news, giving a bad news, amusing, motivating, and correcting. Then look back to your audience research and find out why they are attend the presentation. Next, look back over similar presentation that you or your colleagues have been, and see if what you are trying to do is feasible, bearing in mind the time you have to deliver the presentation and the mindset that the audience will bring to the presentation. The second is organizing methods. Whichever way you organize your information, you will need to tell the audience how you are going to the presentation, the information to them. This gives them a structure to help them understand and will set their expectation clearly. At this point, you are not writing the script, merely deciding what is going into it. And chapter 7, the first, there are reading the script. Having researched your audience and select your subject, you are now ready to write your script. Before you do anything else, you will have decided your exactly what is you want to advise using the SMART objectives types formula. The presentation will make the demonstration equivalent. The objectives are to make sure that all new employees are familiar with and know how to use the right extinguisher in the case of any fire. to encourage all new employees to be aware of the health and safety regulation relating to fires, particularly in their department. To fulfill the legal requirement to present this information, now you need to collect together all the information you are going to use. Here you need to ask yourself several questions, such as what information I must cover exactly, what I'm not going to cover, and why not. Which are the most important points? Exactly, itemize them. Which fudge will add most value? Itemize this. What examples can I use? Make this as real as possible. In the case of information, write each subject that you are going to cover on an index card with the related facts and examples underneath them. You can then try different arrangement for providing them. Now you need to structure to work with. Having a structure will speed up the preparation of the script, keep you on track, and help the audience to listen and remember what you have said. Second, structuring a script. Like a good novel, play, or film, a script needs a beginning, a middle, and the end. To catch your audience interest and attention, you need to start with a bang. To keep their attention and help them to understand, you need to give relevant and interesting example and case studies. And to help them to remember, you need to make a good summary at the end. And the third, script reading rules. Have an interesting title. Now that you know exactly where the script is going, it is worth trying to find a theme. Having a fun, snappy title, think about the script itself. Style and vocabulary. George Orwell, who knew a thing or two about reading, said the following: never use a metaphor, simile, or other figure of speech that you are used in the saying in print. Never use a long word when a short one will do. If it possible to cut a word, always do so. Never use the passive where you can use the active. Never use a foreign phrase, scientific words, or a jargon with or word if you can think an everyday English equivalent. Break any of the results sooner than say anything that is downright barbarous. In other words, keep an A out from the short business speak at the camp goes to an out of fashion. The script is nearly complete. Now you need to go talk in ruthlessly and edit it. Yeah. Anything that does not add value should be cut out. Anything that can be should be cut out. Anything that sounds delicious, we will sound be cut out. Anything that is boring should be cut out or changing to make it interesting. Mind map for base management presentation. There are project management. The first is planning stage, risk management, handover stage, implementation stage, definition stage. Nah, structuring your script makes makes easy for you remember and easy for your audience following what you are saying. Nah, I think that's all. Thank you very much for your nice attention. I do apologize if there's mistake in my words. Thank you so much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bye.
Hello, I am Monalisa. I will continue the explanation from my friend is Anna. Each of us must have an idea. Ideas from human circle can start our life that can rewrite our future. But an idea is powerless if it stays within you. Effective communication is a way to get ideas out that can be accepted and can make a difference to the world. One way to do that is through stories. So basically, a story, you get a physical reaction. Your heart can race, your eyes can widen. Some feeding the light to what Nancy found as a form of presentation. With Aristoteles, he has a 3-act structure, beginning, middle, and end. In reality, the presentation is not a hero because the audience is the hero of our idea. So, in its simplest structure, it is the 3-part structure of a story. You have a likable hero who has a will. The encounter, roadblock, and eventuality, they show up, change, and that's a basic structure. Pyramid Gustav Friedrich. He believes 3 or 5 acts, which has exposition, a rising action, a climax, a falling action, and the denouement, which is the unraveling or the resolution of the story. This is shape of a great presentation. At the beginning of any presentation, you need to establish what is. Here's a problem, but look at the problem, remove it. So the middle goes back and forth, it traverses between. What is the world? What could be, because what you are trying to do is make the status quo and a normal and appealing, and you are wanting to draw them toward what could be the future in the future with your attitude. That's all for me and my friend. Thank you.